Okay. All right. So let us begin. So I want you to take a blanket and roll it up and bring it towards the bottom of the mat. This is where we're going to rest our ankles. And if you're on a bed, take a blanket or a towel, roll it up so that way you can rest your feet, or you can stack some pillows to rest your feet. See, I have a towel and a blanket, and that's what I'm going to use tonight. And then bring your 2 blocks and bring them towards the top of the mat. We're going to use these blocks for our shoulders. So our shoulders are going to rest on these blocks. And then if you'd like, take another blanket or a pillow for your head, right? So I'm going to come to lie on my belly. I'm resting my feet on the blanket. And I'm going to lean my shoulders on the blocks. And then I'm going to rest my forehead on the blanket. And then I'm going to release my arms. I'm sorry, I got to adjust the mic. I'm going to release my arms behind me with the palms up, resting my shoulders on the blanket. My ankles are wide apart, and my forehead is on my pillow or blanket. So we'll begin our practice releasing our heart to the mat. Make sure that you have space so you can breathe comfortably. If you're on a bed, you can throw your calves on top of some pillows, stack them up so that your feet are pretty high up. Your knees are high up above your heart. And then have a pillow under your head. We'll spend some time here. So begin to breathe deeply and comfortably for you. And with all the exhales, with each exhale, slowly and with intention, release your body so that your heart comes closer to the mat. And there's a gentle opening of the shoulders. Feel your feet relaxed. You can wiggle your toes and make circles with your ankles. And when you're ready, allow your feet to be fully relaxed. If at any point in time you need to make an adjustment, feel free to do so. Remembering to move slowly and move gently. As you continue to allow your body to sink deeper into the pose, I'm going to share with you today's meditation from the mat for this day of the year, which is, we are in our 304th day of the year. And the meditation from the mat for this day usually starts with a quote, and this one is from Jesus. And it says, "My grace is sufficient for you." This passage is more about turning inward, self-discovery, self-inquiry, meditation, intention setting. Pratyahara is a leap of faith. In meditation, our task is fairly simple. Our minds are wedded to the habit of distraction, and we train them to let go of this habit. We move from one distraction to direction. In life, it is a lot scarier. We have the habit of doing what our family, culture, friends, and spouse think is right, and we have to train ourselves instead to listen to our own heart. Even harder is letting go of our habit of acting out of fear. Fortunately, our practice clears things up. We gain an understanding of where we are and where we want to go. Eventually, though, we stand at the edge of the abyss. I know that I must do X, but what if I fall? Each of us must face those moments alone and find out for himself. What I have witnessed and experienced myself and learned from the experiences of others through the ages is that the love that wished you into existence will never let you down. My grace is sufficient for you. If you feel any tension anywhere in the body, just check those spaces and gently remind it that it's okay to let go. Here is a good time for you to perhaps set an intention of moving into a space in your life where you will begin to release that which no longer serves your heart space. And that could be anything, whatever it is that just isn't serving a positive purpose or peaceful purpose in your life, perhaps. We're moving into a time where it's really important for us to constantly be aware of ourselves, be aware of our bodies, how we're feeling. These are really difficult times. So knowing that you can bring yourself to a space where you can stop, even at home, and take the moment, take that time to check in with the body and the mind and the breath, the heart, right? Because it's all involved, it's all one thing. I have found in my own practice and in my own personal journey that perhaps one of the best things that I'd ever done was give myself permission to take care of myself first. That was really hard to do, raising 4 kids, single mom. And we all know and understand these struggles, right? So it's everybody first because we love them, we love them, we love them. But there has to come a time in our lives where we have to say that exact same thing to ourselves. We have to look in the mirror and say it out loud, I love you. And then do acts of that for yourself, those acts of kindness towards you, towards yourself. Hug yourself. Kick your feet up and rest. Take an hour here or there to do the things that bring you joy, pleasure, relaxation, peace. It's even more important now that we do that for ourselves. Begin to deepen your breath as you'll transition from this posture. So very slowly and very gently, remove the blocks from underneath the shoulders. And then place that pillow that's at your head in between the left arm and the left side of your face. You can remove the blocks to the side. You can keep your left leg, that left foot on the blanket, and then bend the right knee so that the knee comes up and it aligns with the hip. Rest the left side of your face on your pillow. Close your eyes. Kick your feet out so that your ankle is aligned with your knee and your knee is aligned with your hip, your right hip. Breathe into your side body. Again, allowing that left foot to rest on your bolster or your rolled up blankets or towels. And slowly and gently allow the body to sink into the side. Begin to deepen your breath, allowing your body to expand, and just notice how your body feels here. If you feel any sensations anywhere, notice that and don't attach anything to it. Make yourself as comfortable as you need to. It's a really delicious way to spend a really cold Friday night, right? Comfortable at home, cozy, resting with intention and awareness. Notice your breath. How are you breathing on this side of the body this evening? Notice if there's any spaces that might feel tight for whatever reason on your inhale. And don't force it to open up in any way. Just allow it to be. Slowly we'll come further into the posture and it'll release. I'll be here for another 2 minutes. When I think of that passage from Meditations on the Mat and I think about grace, it makes me ask myself sometimes, because this is what I do when I go into a practice and when I read passages like that. It's for us to look at ourselves, introspection, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I would look at that and ask myself, when was the last time you gifted yourself grace? When were you graceful with yourself or for yourself, right? And taking on a practice like this and taking time for yourself is one way of being graceful. The relationship that we have with ourselves is the most important one. And it's just so odd, I think, sometimes that it's not until we come into our midlife, I guess, if you want to call it that. Um, but after we have our children and all these things happen, it's where our perspective really has a tendency of changing and shifting, right? Our paradigm shifts. And when you come into a practice of wellness, whatever that may be, it could be acupuncture, yoga, meditation, it can be exercising, eating lighter, cleaner, greener, whatever it may be. But when we come into a practice of wellness, is that it's like the 1 and 1 equals 2 aha happens. And we realize sometimes just how much we have neglected ourselves and how much we need to take care of ourselves. And so we're going to transition from here to the other side. So very gently straighten the right leg. Let the right ankle rest on the blanket or bolster. Switch over to the other side. Place the blanket in between your right bicep or arm and the right side of your face. Raise the left knee up this time and make sure that that left knee is aligned with the left hip. The left ankle is aligned with the left knee, so it's like the number 4 with your legs. And then as you arrive, you can just relax your body. If you're on your belly, beautiful. Breathe and just allow your body to sink. If you're a little bit towards the side and that's more comfortable for you, you can take your left hand, you can keep it on the hip, right on the side, or you can raise it above your head and allow it to rest on the head. Begin to breathe deeply into the belly, inside out the mouth. Settle into the posture. We'll be here for 4 minutes. Nice. And as you lay here, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a visual. I want you to think of something or someone or somewhere that as soon as you think about it or visualize it, it makes you smile. Something that brings an automatic smile to the lips, whatever it may be. And I want you to hold on to that thought or that image, that visual, and enjoy that sensation of joy, right? When I think about my dog, there's this sensation of love that builds up in my heart like instantly, or my granddaughter, right? So that's what I'm asking you to do, is just visualize whatever it may be. Doesn't matter. What matters is that as soon as you think of it, you smile. You smile in your lips, you smile in your heart. And for as long as you can, stay with that emotion, stay with that sensation, that feeling. Yeah. Just over 2 minutes left. We have about a minute and 20 seconds left here, so enjoy the rest of this time of doing nothing, of being responsible for nothing, just being. I'm sorry. We have about 20 seconds left. So as you're ready, begin to release the posture, move slowly, gently, and we're going to come onto our backs. So as gently as you can, roll onto the back. You can keep the pillow there for your head, and if you don't use the pillow when you come to lie down and your chin is below the heart, then I want you to have a blanket or something to raise the head up. And then I want you to take a pillow, blanket, anything that you have rolled up, and bring it to the left side of your body. And as we lie on our backs, I want you to keep the right leg extended. Take your left leg, and I want you to lay it on top of that pillow or that bolster so that your knee is open out to the left. The right leg is extended. And then I want you to grab a blanket and cover yourself up with a blanket from your chin all the way down to your toes, if that feels good for you. Some people don't like to have their feet covered, and some prefer whatever feels right for you. And then take your hands, interlace your fingers, and place them on your belly, and allow your shoulders to drop and relax back. Let your elbows feel a little heavy. And begin to deepen your breath. Inhaling through the nose and sighing it out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. And now release the breath and let your breath breathe you. If at any point in time you want to release your hands, you can bring them palms up to the side body and allow yourself to sink in here, allowing the left leg to be supported by that bolster or pillows. Good. Feel your back body supported completely. Ensure that you feel your full spine from the very top to your tailbone on the mat. Notice your breath here. Notice how your body feels now here since we began the practice, right? Surrendering our heart to the earth. And we opened up on the sides, front body facing the earth. Now we have our back body, our spine, the back part of our hips on the earth. How does your breath feel here? What's the texture of your breath? Are you able to breathe in deeply with a count so that it's really soft and rhythmic, and exhale deeply on a count, and then feel the pause in between the exhale and the next inhale? What parts of your body do you feel engaged, connected to as you breathe here? Some people are more comfortable breathing on their back, some on their bellies, some on the sides. Those are things we can all become aware of during this practice. Is your jaw clenched? Is your headspace soft? Can you feel your heartbeat? This posture specifically is really also very good for uh, when we are on our menstrual and we're cramping. This is really a beautiful pose for that. You have 2 minutes left here. Take that bolster and just roll it right over your legs and your belly so that you Don't disturb the rest of your body. Make the transition to bending the right knee and releasing that right leg to the bolster. Getting comfy here. And again, releasing your hands however it works for you, however it feels good. You can interlace your fingers on your belly or release your hands out to the side. Be here for 5 minutes. Deepen the breath and notice any sensations on this side of the body and how it feels here. For some reason, I feel like a bigger sense of a release on this side. So that lets me know that perhaps I've been a little tight on the right side of my hips. I can feel this on my back body, right at my hips, but at the back part of my hips and at the back part of my sacral lumbar spine. I can feel some sensation traveling between those two spaces. So just notice that's what yoga is about. It's about awareness and bringing things together, the body, the breath, the mind. And we do that with a lot of awareness. So you'll notice that teachers are constantly reassuring you and bringing you back, guiding you back to a sense of paying attention, being aware of what you feel every single time we're in a pose or in a posture and we switch sides. When we practice pranayama, we'll transition from one breath technique to another, and you'll notice subtle differences. It's all about awareness. Take an inventory of your body space and start from the top. Work your way down. Ensure that your forehead is soft. Your lips are soft. Your jaw is relaxed. Your throat is soft. Shoulders relaxed. Allow the chest to feel what it feels. It feels like it's heavy and sinking on the exhale. Welcome that sensation. Soften the belly. Feel free to allow your lips to part as long as you keep your breath through the nose. If your jaw opens and the mouth widens, allow that to happen. Just try to keep your breath through the nose. You have 15 seconds left. So take a couple deep breaths here as we're going to transition. Whenever you're ready, let's straighten that right leg. Then I want you to come to lie down back on the left side of your body. Stack knee on knee and ankle on ankle. Lying right back down. I want you to take a blanket, roll it up, and place it in between the thighs and the knees so that it supports the knee here. Well, the idea is to keep the hips leveled out, right? So neither feel heavy. The right hip won't feel heavy. Cover yourself with your blanket. Get really nice and comfortable here. Extend the left arm out to the side, palms up. And then take that right hand and relax that right hand on your hip, if that is a good space for you. If you want to work on gently opening the right shoulder, you can bring that hand behind you so that that shoulder rolls open gently. You can stay here for a little bit. And whenever you want to just fully, completely be relaxed in the posture, you can bring that right hand right back towards the right hip. Close your eyes, deepen your breath, soften the face and the head, the mouth. Breathe nice and deep and feel your lungs expand with the breath. Exhale nice and long. And stay here for 3 minutes. And if you can, bring the knees close to the body, like in real tight fetal pose, almost as though you're rounding the back very gently. Allow the spine to softly round. This is such a comforting pose for so many people. This is a beautiful place I have found many times throughout these years that I've been practicing, especially when like it's gray out or I'm not feeling, got the little blues or something like that, or I just want to find a space of really like comfort, safety, warmth, that cozy feeling. This is my go-to posture. Sometimes Victor will walk into the bedroom looking for me, and I'm right in the middle of our bed, surrounded by a bunch of pillows and covered completely in my blanket where he can't really see me. It's when he calls my name that I move. He knows that I'm there. It's like a cocoon. We have about 25 seconds. So whenever you're ready, we can begin to transition now to the opposite side. So however it's comfortable for you, you can hold on to that blanket or black or bolster in between the knees and slowly find your way to your back. Make any adjustments you need to as you roll over now to the right side of your body, keeping your knees stacked on each other, ankles stacked. Bring the knees closer to the body. Relax that left hand on the hip if you like, or gently open up the shoulder. Your choice and how you want to spend these next 3 minutes on the right side of your body. You can extend the right arm out, palms up. Notice how you feel on this side. Notice how you're breathing on this side. And does your breath feel heavier, lighter, or about the same? For people that have any respiratory issues, asthma, things like that, we have a tendency of feeling the change and the shift in our breath pretty much instantaneously when we move and when we come into different postures and sides of the body. So just notice it and then let it go. We have about 1 minute and 10 seconds left, so enjoy this sensation, this feeling. And 30 seconds left, so you can take a few deep breaths here as we're going to transition into our final pose. So as you're ready, uncover yourself a little bit and remove the blanket or towel, whatever you have in between the knees. And then for this last posture, bring yourself back up into a seat right from where you are. You can lean into that right elbow, use your left hand to bring yourself back up gently and slowly. And then I want you to take a blanket, and we're going to use the blanket to roll it up so that we can rest and release our spine onto it. So you're going to take that blanket, roll it up lengthwise, and lie it on the mat. Right? And I want you to do it so that when you bring your back to that blanket, there's maybe about 1 fist distance of space there. Let's bring the soles of the feet to touch. So this is very similar to Supta Baddha Konasana. I was going to use the chair, but I like this one better for this practice tonight. So let's cover our feet up and then gently let's release our spine right onto that rolled up blanket. And then roll the top of the blanket so that it makes a pillow for your head. If you need more support here, then you can add another blanket on top of it to raise your head up. Cover yourself up. Now you can keep your knees open here and the soles of the feet to touch as we come into the pose. And then eventually you can extend the legs, or you can start from here. Okay, this is your Shavasana, your final pose. You're going to rest here for a while. I want to open up the spine, further release pranic energy that travels up and down the spine, the Sushumna, right? That subtle pranic part of the body. I want you to take your arms, and you have options. You can release the hands out to the side at an angle, palms up, or you can cactus your arms, and you'll notice a whole different sensation here. The elbows might hang a little bit, and it'll begin to open. So this is for stretching and opening the shoulders and the chest. If that's not what you're feeling right now, then I recommend you release your hands down. Flex the feet, reaching through the heels of the feet, and then relax the toes. Let the toes hang out and the heels in if your legs are extended. Begin to deepen your breath and exhale deeply so that your back body begins to sink onto that rolled blanket. I'm gonna pop up and check up on you guys. Oh, good. Beautiful. Let's travel through the body, inducing further relaxation. Let's wiggle the toes. If your legs are extended, make circles with your ankles. If your legs are extended, point and flex your feet. And when you're ready for stillness at the feet, bring your feet to complete stillness. Bring your awareness up the legs. Allow it to land at the hips. Taking nice, comfortable breaths here. Whenever you're ready, squeeze your buttocks and allow the hips to rise up. If your knees are bent and the feet are touching, press the feet into each other and allow the hips to rise up gently. And then exhale, release the hold, everyone, and allow the hips to come right back down and relax. Beautiful. And bring your awareness up the body towards the belly. And just notice the movement, the rise and the fall with your breath of your navel, your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen. On the exhale, notice the sensations that you may feel in the back body, the spine, the shoulder blades. And bring your awareness from your navel to the chest, right at the sternum, and just notice here any sensation and movements with the breath. If your arms are in cactus pose, slide your hands down now towards the side of your body, palms up, and allow your arms to completely relax. Let the shoulders fall back. Beautiful. Now bring the awareness to your head space and relax your jaw. Soften the lips, the tongue. Soften the skin at your temples. Roll your eyes towards your focal point. Soften your lids. Soften the eyebrows. Soften the space at your temples. Soften the skin at the back of the head. And soften the skin at the crown. You're going to begin to do some deep body breathing. So we're going to take some deep breaths with the intention of expanding our belly, our ribs, and our chest. And exhaling, releasing the belly, ribs, and chest. As you're ready, everyone, let's take a breath in here. Normal breath, inhale. And sigh it out. Let's inhale on my count. 1, Om, 2, Om, 3. Exhale, 1, Om, 2, Om, 3, Om, 4. Inhale, 1, Om, 2, Om, 3. Exhale, 1, Om, 2, Om, 3, Om, 4. Inhale deeply, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale fully, belly, ribs, chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale a deep, comfortable breath and hold at the top. Hold. Exhale. Good. Go back to your normal breath. Allow your breath to breathe you. If your knees are bent and the soles of your feet are touching, please extend the legs. Let's wiggle our toes and make circles with our ankles in both directions, cracking your toes and your ankles if need to. Bringing that nice movement there. Let's make circles with our wrists, wiggle our fingers, and gently nod the head from side to side. On your inhale, I want you to bring the feet together and point the toes so that you're stretching the tops of your feet. And then inhale, sweep the arms over the head if you have space, and point the fingers and inhale deeply. Stretch the body from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Feel that length. And when you're ready, release the arms and roll over to the side so you can come off that blanket gently. Come into your fetal pose, using your arms as pillows. Stacking knee on knee, bringing the knee close towards the heart space. Taking some nice breaths here. And as you're ready, bring yourself back up into a comfortable cross-leg position. If you're sitting on a bed, just sit up and be comfortable here. Find your shoulders over your hips. Let's release our hands onto our laps, palms up, fingers separated as if you were holding a tray. You were offering a tray of food or some fresh fruit to someone. Palms are completely open here. In a mudra of receiving and of giving. Close your eyes, and if you will, roll your eyes down towards your heart center. I want to thank you for joining me for this beautiful restorative practice from home. My heart is filled with joy knowing that you are in the comfort of your space and you were able to come to a beautiful practice for yourselves this week and end the week this way. I ask you to be mindful of offering yourself grace this weekend. Remember to be gentle and kind with yourself. We all offer those we love and people outside of ourselves love and kindness always, and I know this, right? This weekend, let's offer that to ourselves. In the most simplest of ways this can happen. We can stop for 1 full minute and just take some deep breaths. We can open our eyes and look in the mirror and look deep into our eyes and say, I am, because we are. We can wrap our arms around our own shoulders and hold ourselves. We can eat something that we've been craving. We can paint our toenails. There's so many ways that we can show ourselves grace, love, and tenderness. And this weekend, your homework will be to love on you. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center and bow your heads in honor of the Guru within you and the God within you. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me tonight. I pray that this practice serves you and that you have a beautiful night's rest. Thank you for trusting me with your practice. I honor your energy and your presence. Om Namah Shivaya and Namaste.
Namaste.
Move slowly. Do not rush to get up. Take your time. I'm going to unplug my mic and move a little closer. And I'm going to take my time. Maria. How's everyone feeling? Good. Really nice. Thank you.
Hello.
Okay, good. I got the thumbs up from Maria. Miss Maria C.
Good.
Both Maria.
I'm still
That was
cold,
wonderful.
and I'm
Wonderful.
sitting in front of a heater.
And you're still cold?
I'm cold now, yes. You put the blanket and the heater directly on me.
Next week, if
No,
you
I feel.
bring the comforter.
I have the. I've been under the blankets for the whole practice most of the time, and it was wonderful. Wonderful.
Good, good, good. Netta?
Feel like I could go to sleep for
Yeah,
the night now.
great. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna head up to bed.
Me too.
Milo,
I'm in it. I just gotta brush my teeth.
come here, Milo.
All right, so guys, enjoy the weekend. Have a really great weekend. I'll see some of you on Sunday, and I'll see some of you next week for class. If you have any questions, feel free to email. And I am going to edit this video, and I'll send you the link via email so you can have it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Appreciate that.
Good
Namaste.
night.
Namaste.
Namaste. Good night.